Sorry I'm late. Just got back at the pad. A lot of technical difficulties getting started back up. I'll have it all fixed by tomorrow. We'll be brand new. But you know what? In that case, let's throw some breaks out there. Come on. Let's get right to it. Come on, Unction in the building. Let's go. Nothing will stop us. Let's go. Let's get it going, y'all.
You got it.
Morning emails. How y'all feeling?
You got it.
We're a little late this morning. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, though.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. I know you got some.
Good morning. We're breaking this morning. We breaking this morning. Let's go, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Unction in the building. The morning emails, all you males and females. We back. Let's go. It's cold as a well digger's ass on the East Coast. Let's go, y'all. 6:09 in the morning. Let's get them. A little bit late. Go to YouTube. You know where it's at. Let's go. We're rocking some breaks this morning. Classic old school breaks. Monday morning. We're going to go all the way to 6:30 with the music. Why not? Why not? Give us a chance to get ready. Get y'all acclimated. Little history lesson for y'all. Up to the building. Let's go. Good morning. Nothing against me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let's go, y'all. Unction in the building. We keep it going. Don't play around. We got this. Good morning, emails, all you males and females. Let's get it on this morning. We going. Yeah. How am I gonna get all these breaks in this morning? 6:11 in the morning, New York City. Let's go. We're gonna go all the way to 6:20. We don't care. Come on, y'all. You in the camera, baby. Yeah. You try to turn it this way. Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling? We rocking some breaks this morning. Classic breaks.
We have the honey drippers in the house tonight.
What y'all know about
They
that?
just got back from Washington, D.C. I think they got something they want to say.
Yes. Classic old school breaks for y'all. Come on. Don't ever say I ain't never gave it to you. Let's go. Were you in the club back in the days when this joint came on? Let's get your Rambo on. Brooklyn, stand up. Let's go, y'all. What goes on? Let's warm y'all up. Classic break. Let's go. Let's turn up. Good morning. We early. Let's go. We late early. Hey. I bet you thought this was Rob Bass and Easy Rock, didn't you? didn't you? Woo! I bet you thought that was a break. You thought that was It Takes Two. Nah. That's where they got it from. That's why y'all can't front. And all you hip hop dudes, stop front. Y'all know where y'all got these beats from. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
The cards on the table. When it comes to taking care of me, I know I'm able. You may not call it true, but I want
Where my cardboard box at? Shout to the rocks. My man Crazy Legs, what up?
Black or white, that's the same. You gotta do your thing. You gotta do your thing.
We up. Turn up this morning. Let's go.
it's my thing.
Y'all asked for breaks. I told y'all I had y'all.
I can do what I wanna do.
Y'all asked for the break.
Everybody in the street,
Let's go. Y'all asked for it. Let's go. I tell you I'm gonna get it to you. Let's go. Function in the building. The morning email, all you mails. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. I'm the best, y'all. Up in the morning with the best, y'all. Up in the morning, back to best, y'all. Come on. Hey, Uncle Ace in the building. The morning emails, all your males and females. Look at it popping this morning. One time, it's cold as a well digger's ass. Hey! This is my era right here. Woo! Let's go, y'all. Unks in the building. We turned up this morning. Let's go. Let's get it popping. No stopping us. Let's go. Go to YouTube. You know where it's at? We get the YouTube up. Yes. Unstoppable.
Funky,
Hey. Come on, bad motherfucker. Let's go, y'all.
nasty.
Hey, 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 hey.
What y'all want? What you want? What you want this morning?
Hey, 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 hey.
I got you, baby. Go to YouTube where it's popping. Let's go, y'all. I'm in the building. Morning emails, all you males and females. We late this morning. Let's go. I got it.
Everybody get
Children growing, women producing, men go working, some do stealing.
Let's get something this morning.
Everyone's got to make a living.
Don't play with me. Give y'all the breaks this morning. Let's go. Clap your hands, everybody. And everybody clap your hands. All the people in the back, just clap your hands. All the people in the front, don't you understand? Come on. Ha 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 ha. That's what you say, ha ha ha, back in the day. Shout out to Melly Bell. All my dancers, IOU dancers, JAC dancers, ABC dancers, let's get them. Clap, clap, clap.
Give it up.
Wow. Yes. Clap, clap your hands.
Stomp the beat.
Stomp your feet. Clap, clap your hands.
Stomp the beat.
Stomp your feet. Go to YouTube. You know where it's at. Yes.
Stomp the beat.
Come on, y'all. Let's get something this morning.
Stomp the beat.
I'm a bad man. Shout to my man Stretch. JAC. Wow. Don't stop me this morning. some monkey shit this morning. Let's go. Don't mess with me this morning. Hey. B. C. Get D's. One time for your mind in the building. Uncle A's on the mic in the building. It's the morning yawning in the building. Don't stop in the building. Yes, y'all. You don't stop. Keep on. Don't fuck with me this morning. We are the baddest, the best, the best. You can stay mad at worst, the worst. But we first. The first things in the morning. Yes, y'all. You don't stop. Yes. Wow. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Where you at, Kimberly? Oh, my God. Shout out to my man B. Original Brownsville. Stand up. All the block party people. You don't stop. Keep on. Wow.
Hey, Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on them. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Love you,
wow.
Welcome to the Raw Perspective with your host, the incomparable Uncle Lays, a.k.a. Lays Elliott, a.k.a.
I'm going to come back to the break.
World famous, kicking it with you in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now for your host, the legendary Uncle Lays.
Hey, yo. What's up, y'all? It's your boy.
Hey, yo, Lays is rock. Yo, get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
Come on, man.
Information.
That's what we do. Information, mitigation, inspiration. Oh, let me play this joint right here. I'm going to drop one more joint for the old school joint real quick. I just love these joints, man. Where was you at when you heard this in the club? Where was you at when you heard this in the club? Oh, my God. Where was you at? What you know about this? Good morning. Oh my goodness. What up, Kimberly? What up, Kimberly? What up? Yes, y'all. You don't stop, and everybody gonna keep the show hot. They call us Scoob and Lazy, and we're from the Brownsville section. My hair is long and braided, but I got a light complexion. Yo, what's up? Yo, Kimberly. What up, Kim? Yo.
Nice. Yo.
You like the breaks this morning? Oh, my God.
I mean, when I heard the Public Enemy one, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
but then you came back with all of this Lays. You're too hyped this morning.
Yo, first of all, let me full disclosure. This morning was terrible for me because I couldn't get my shit together this morning because Monkey, my daughter, who I love, by the way, but I do believe that children are here to end us. That's what they're here to do. We got no choice in the matter. They're here to shut it down and just kill us. That's what they're here to do.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. Yeah, she what she did was she came in. My daughter does what's that Fortnite stuff too.
Okay.
All the kids, they all on Twitch and all that kind of stuff. Right. So she came in and relocated and rerouted all my computer settings. So when I got, she's been here. So when I got here, I turned on. I like to turn on and get going because it's a whole production for me in the morning. By the way,
right. So
I turn on in the morning. I'm ready to rock. We gonna turn this thing up. Last night. I'm up.
I'm gonna rock right now.
I'm mixing. I want to rock right now. I'm mixing the whole, the music set for this morning, last night in my robe and slippers, trying to get myself together, just getting off the plane. Got Bryce's hair. Everything is crazy right now. The whole world is out of control. And I'm thinking I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And then I get on here. This shit say, nigga, you don't even own this computer no more. This belongs. This belong to Monkey. This Monkey Pute. It's a whole nother setting. Oh man, it's a whole nother setting.
I was waiting for my text message like, "Hey yo."
No, I was in here doing triage, trying to figure out a way to start the system. It's crazy. But we here this morning. Thank you, Monkey, for setting shit off.
Get on up now.
Yeah, gotta get your ass up this morning. We up. We rocking this morning. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Emails, all your mails are filled. Good morning, Kimberly Robinson.
Get on up now.
Bang, dang, with the bang, the burn now. Get on up, everybody. I'm on sign too. I'm on sign.
Sit down. Hey.
On the death row, and then I'm gonna find out, then punch Bobby in the face. And
oh man.
As you can see, I got my sound effects back.
Yes. So we got the real one instead of when you talk to the Reverend Dr. Martin.
Yeah, I don't have that. I haven't. That will be in effect though. We will put that. We will be calling heaven, Dr. Martin Luther King. Well, I told you that if you call me again, if you need to bring some more people up here, just send Maria out.
Oh no.
Sure. I just wear condoms. I love Maria Davis. We love you. We love you, Maria.
I love her too. I love her.
Well, anyway, before we get started, I just want to tell y'all, in honor of our sister, the great Serena Williams, who is in the news, in the news right now, wild as a motherfucker. Say this.
What the hell is happening with Serena?
I don't know. It's Ozempic and all kinds of white people stuff going on here.
Listen.
I was implored to have compassion. You know what I'm saying? Because the Duchess, she don't like when I zip on our sisters a little bit, but I don't zip on all the sisters. I just zip on some that really be tripping. Now,
ones that need their zipper zip.
They need the zipper zip, baby. Come on now. Shout out to the Duchess.
Come on, baby Deandra.
Actually, I'm trying to get her on this morning because from your friend this weekend. As a matter of fact, shout out to your homegirl Cherie last weekend who came on Thursday show and really laid down some talk about food and what we're eating. And if you sit back and understand what she's saying, she is giving you insight. By the way, I came to this cold weather, got sick immediately as soon as I got fucking. I ain't good.
That's okay. Tomorrow, listen, you're so healthy. Tomorrow, that shit'll be gone.
Yeah, no, yeah. It was terrible coming off the plane. I was all in the bed shivering and shit. I'm good now. I'm good. Crazy. But anyway, a shout out to your girl Cherie. I'm gonna try to bring her on with the OSG crew on Thursday because her message really needs to go to the schools, and I think so one of my responsibilities as a board member to Off School Grounds, like everything else, listen, they try to be hip hoppy. They want to be, all that shit is cool. But my real message for Off School Grounds is to show them and direct them in ways to make lives better for our children. And that's really what I'm here to do. I'm not here to be like, yo, just get along to get along. No. Oh, the system. No, fuck the system. Let's just teach these kids how to do the right shit.
Yeah.
And if you get the knowledge, then you can do the shit you need to do. So
absolutely,
that's my purpose. And so you bringing on your friend this weekend, Thursday, was really great because we want her to have the conversation with the school leaders and administrators and explain to them exactly what you're putting into these kids. And I think that's important. So we're going to set that up this week. And thank you for having her on here.
Hey, Lays. This is sort of Lindsay.
That's Lindsay's
sister. Kimberly get a referral for Serene.
That's Lindsay's sister. Hi, that's my sister, Brinzy. Oh yeah, Brinzy. Yeah, Brinzy Cohan. Really? Brinzy. Okay. Hi, Brinzy. Anyway, she was great, and we want to
Yeah.
get that. And on Thursday, we're going to have her into a closed group where she could be more informative. Here, this is more of a public group, so we want to make sure the people in this public group can take the message, but really where she can get in depth into the message and really have
Yeah.
a conversation. I
Yeah.
think that's important.
That
Especially-
Cherie is dope. Yeah, I look forward to
and she
listening
got
to
the
her
soul
even
food. We're
more.
gonna talk about the soul food. Does she? What she do? How she? I wanted to ask the question. What she do with her greens? Do
Man, let me tell you. First of all, I don't ask her how she, because I've seen the way she cooks, but my thing is, I don't want to watch. I used to watch her so I could get little tips, but she
Yeah.
is so dope. Her food is better than her knowledge. Ooh.
Wow.
But
Word?
I'm a foodie.
Okay. Oh, well,
And I haven't been to
At least you get good.
McDonald's.
At least don't go to McDonald's again. It's just stay out of. It's not.
Especially
well,
when Wheaties in town. I mean, Cherie's in town. We call her Wheatie.
Wheaties. Well, first of all, McDonald's is not food. So just,
Well, she don't eat it.
did you know that the Russians were hoarding McDonald's because of what happened in Ukraine? McDonald's is no longer selling a McDonald's in Russia, so now they're hoarding it.
Oh man.
Good time to open up a McDowell's in Russia. That's what we should be.
Hey, let's get it.
Anyway, I'm gonna do this set tomorrow. I like this set, this grown folk set for tomorrow. Anyway,
It was putting me in a I was kind of exercising a little bit.
well, you like the breaks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tired last night. I put it together last night before I came here this morning, but I'm gonna redo that break set because I like
I
it.
thought it was dope.
Let's go to blackfacts.com. December 9th, 1833, the Philadelphia Female Anti-Slavery Society was founded. How about that?
Wow.
The society was a local chapter affiliated with the American Anti-Slavery Society, created the same year by William Lloyd Garrison and other leading male abolitionists. What is that for females? Oh, so the men made something for the women. In the 1930s, the PFAS largely focused on circulating anti-slavery. Why did they do this to me? Holding public meetings, organizing funding efforts, and financially supporting community improvements for free blacks. There you go. There you go. The predominantly white, though racially mixed female abolitionist organization illustrates the important behind-the-scenes collective roles women played in the abolitionists. Okay, these was white women that was trying to get the slaves free. Okay, I see what you're saying. For 9 years, the Society Education Committee allocated $120 annually to finance the school taught by Sarah Mapps Douglas. So they put the money together. This is where I can tell you what this is about. During the Civil War, the Philadelphia female anti-slavery members devoted their efforts to support the war effort, and after the end of the slavery in 1865, to the campaign for African Americans' right to vote. There you go. They ain't doing that shit now. It was.
They dissed us.
It was dissolved. See, it was too much. It was dissolved in March 1870 following notification of the 14th and 15th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution. There you go. For more Black Facts, go to blackfacts.com. Let history be no mystery. Because if it's a mystery, it may repeat itself. Thank you very much. Well, shout out to the white women.
These Will's pills.
Shout out to the white women that was out there trying to make sure that the slavery wasn't cool. And then until they realized, then they started clutching their purses. Wait a minute.
So they realized it was cool for them.
Right. This Negro looking at me.
Yeah, right. They wanted them to wait for them to call them over, like the Mandingos. You wait for me to call you over.
When Anthony, the houseboy, was laying it down, then he had to break up with him.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the Will's pills. Now that's how Karen started. Do you know how Karen started?
I can imagine, but I'll listen.
Would you like me to give you? Do I sound better today? Do I sound more clearer today than normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorta.
All right. Here's how Karen started. The history of the Karen. Okay.
Okay.
When she was 15, 16, and 17, she was into rap music. She used to like, 50 Cent and Jay-Z and all the other rappers. They would go to the concert.
13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay, based on the news. 13, 14, 15, 16. Man, I ain't gonna fuck with that story. That's it. I don't know. Lawyers calling me. I don't know.
I will. Let me.
Anyway, so she gets to there, and then around 17, she meets Raheem and them. Now she don't know nothing about Raheem and them because she been living out there in Karen land, in Whitopia. So she
Hey,
don't,
but Raheem's a nice name.
she meets Karen and them. So anyway, so now Raheem and them. Raheem, my man Malik, Tislam, Sincere, the whole crew. She meets that whole crew of them. They get kind of excited about it. Next thing you know, they get told out. They ain't never seen this before. This is like a Snicker bar for them. They're like, what the hell? Oh, it's crazy. Next thing you know, she's going home. She's got tattoos. She didn't know that by the time she turned 20, Raheem and them was going to break up with her because she was on to the next. So now she's her whole life mad because she's got to go ahead and marry Todd.
Damn.
So she marries Todd.
Richard.
She's pissed off. But now she see Raheem and them. Now she wants to save the 18-year-olds from Raheem and them, the new version of Raheem and them. So then her whole life is now dedicated to stopping that 18-year-old from getting that good swivel from Raheem. Hi, ladies. I just want to know if Lindsay could get the number to Raheem. Shut up, man. Come on. I mean, if I go to Atlanta. Go to Atlanta, all right? Hey, now, Antoine and them is in Atlanta. They go ahead, get busy. Have a party in Atlanta. Go to Atlanta, just whatever works. I want to go to Atlanta, too. Shit, Maria, your ass. Could you sit your ass, your hot ass down?
Maria doesn't want to go to Atlanta.
I think you can neutralize Atlanta, Maria. I think. Go to Atlanta and get busy. Just neutralize that whole shit. You and Magic Johnson. Yeah, I got the cure. All right. Too far? Too early? Too much? Have I gone too far?
See my red face?
All right. Anyway. So, all right. Before we get into, I know what you want to get into. Before we get into what you want to get into. Gooch, Elliot. Yo, Gooch. What up, Gooch? Before you get into what you want to get into, all right? The words on the morning emails is our words.
Monday.
We don't know shit about shit. We just be talking shit and swallowing.
Yep. Yeah.
We don't want no beef with no lawyers. And just like the music, none of this shit belongs to us. We just talking shit, all right? Repeating the news that's already out there, okay?
Yep.
We're not making this news up. No business of ours, okay? There was a scare, by the way, this weekend. Now, we found out that we debunked the story, but because all stories ain't true. All stories.
Some of them aren't.
Some of them. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh man. Some stories are not true. All right. So let's just say that. This weekend we there was a story running around that R. Kelly was out of jail. So I called Kimberly and everybody this weekend because I was like, ain't no fucking way. I had a whole thing set up, right? Because ain't no way that we could play Pookie's music that he's involved and we can't play R. Kelly. So in honor of R. Kelly, even though he is not out of jail, that was some other time he was.
No. See, you got to understand, stepping is not just a dance. It's a culture. It's the way we live. It's what we eat, think, and breathe. Yeah.
Shut up.
We are now. Follow me.
We are officially uncanceling R. Kelly's music.
Hey! Uncancel R.
Kelly's music. Come on, Kim. All right, let me try to do it. One hand up in the air. Come on. 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1. All right, there you go. All right. Thank you. Just keep him away from them. Keep him away from them kids, okay? Do not bring your kids. You know Junior is with them kids. Don't be having Junior around them childrens. You know he crazy. He on medication. Keep Junior out the way from them kids. Yeah, because the Nana house, the grandmama house, everybody over there, and they know the kids. Well, where Junior at? Upstairs with who? With kids? You know what's wrong with that boy. You know that boy ain't right. Get away from them kids. Go on up there and get Junior. Go on. Why you got the door closed? Good morning, everybody. Am I yeah, this is Monday. We just getting started. Just so y'all know, am I out the box? Have I fired out the box this morning?
Yeah.
All right, Duchess. I hope you're around. Please get ready to come in and add some civility to this bullshit. Crazy this morning. Where you at, Coco? Coco, we have turned up this morning. Yeah, but why wouldn't they just cancel R. Kelly's music? Come on.
Well, I still listen to it when I get the mood to listen to it. Yeah.
The music ain't bothering nobody.
How can you not? I mean, he's had couple decades of
great music.
I mean, how can you not listen to it?
Right. I mean, the parents brought the kids over there. Like,
you know, Lay.
He didn't go get the kids out the house. He didn't knock on your door. Go. Excuse me. Is little Saquana available?
Why is her name Saquana?
Because that's what he's going for. Saquana, Taisha, Moquisha, anything. Kimberly. Hi. This is Robert. Is little Maisha there? Lady, that's no African name. I just want to let you know, right? I've been to Africa. I don't know nobody named Saquana, Maisha, Moquisha, Taquana. Motherfucker naming their kids off of perfume and shit. What's your name? That's my name. She and Macy's picking names out. That's how you know there was no father in the bedroom. That's how you know there was no father in the operating room. You know she ain't got no father. Because if I go in the hospital, like my daughter's name is Sierra and Dahlia. Dahlia, they both have meanings to the names.
You didn't think about Larona?
No, Larona, Patwawa, Kamisha. Tequila. No, I didn't. Tequila. Stop naming her after drinks. You named your daughter Alizé. What the hell is wrong with you, you drunk ass? That's how you know when no daddy in there was no daddy in the room. Daddy was up for grabs. We didn't know who the daddy was yet. That's how you know y'all was waiting on the DNA test when the and the baby that. I wish you would name my child Polarisha. I cause all kinds of reckless shit.
Can't come back.
You done too much early. It's been a weekend. I had 4 days of shit to think about. I was thinking about shit. I had 4 days of shit that I was thinking about. All right.
Maybe it's the bacteria from that room you were in.
Oh yeah. My whole,
yay!
All right, Duchess. Yes, that's what. I'm just saying. Why would you go name her? You know, Myquisha. What is Myquisha? It's like she had a headache, she had a migraine headache, and then she had like a stomach problem, and she's making
queasy.
Because she's queasy, and then she kind of might have queefed a little bit, so it's Myquisha. That's the whole name.
I'm sick.
All right, let me stay out of the road because Duchess is gonna get on me. Don't be mad at Dr. Chiquetta.
And then she's looking at me like I can't depend on Kim for anything.
No.
Letting them go in the middle of the road.
Letting them go. Just turning them loose. That's how you know there was no daddy in the operating room when the baby was being born. You know, I was there for all, the younger ones. You know, I was there for them. The last four, all right? Because the first two wasn't too crazy, but the last four, I was in there. The first one, I didn't know I was supposed to be in there. The second one, I was on the hit list. But so I said, I'm going to be there for the last four. I'm going to be the first motherfucker to touch her. You know, boom. All right, we got her. Ain't no net. You're going to let the shit. I got it. She slept. I get no oven. I get no oven mitts and nothing. No, I don't want to go back in there no more. That shit. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
When he caught the baby.
Yeah. That's how it was. Oh, shit. That's how I caught it, like a football. I was like, oh, Dally, I caught like a, oh, shit. Yo, we had, I ain't gonna front. We had the gayest doctor, right?
Oh, no.
Like, hello. Yeah, he was in there. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hi, Uncle Lace, do you happen to have his? Shut up, Lindsay. I don't know what.
You know, his war.
I'm on fire this morning. Anyway, yeah, that's how you know there was no daddy in the room, because the daddy would have been like, "Nah, you're not naming that my daughter that. You're gonna name her Ann."
Damn. Name her Mary.
You're gonna name her Mary or Brenda.
You're
not gonna
name our children those things anymore. No more Mary. No more.
No. We naming them after cars and perfume and shit like that. Louis Vuitton.
Agnes.
Alcohol.
Agatha, Jermaine, or Jack.
Naming our kids after alcohol and shit. That's my daughter. That's my daughter Cisco. That's what you was drinking when you got pregnant with her. Is that what you trying to say? Good morning, Coco. We are on fire this morning. Chlamydia. The girl. There is the daughter named Chlamydia. Come on.
Coco. Hey,
come on. They be naming their daughter everything. All right. Good morning, Coco. Yeah, she'll be there in a second. All right, go ahead. Let it go. Tell your story before I know I'm gonna get in all kinds of trouble behind this one.
Okay,
go ahead.
So, Basquiat Jr., aka Cuzzo, aka the 1.5 greatest rapper in the country, in the world.
Yep. Okay.
1.5 because KRS-One is the best, and so he comes close.
In your opinion, okay.
Yeah. So
can we talk about Serena Williams first?
yeah. Let's do it.
Let's go Serena. Let's go to Serena.
Most incredibly.
Shoot that white woman elbow.
Serena Williams.
Who that white woman?
Serena Williams in the news.
Coco.
Coco ran and she coming back. Serena Williams in the news, looking whiter than ever.
Not wider.
Whiter than ever. Serena Williams is now a Karen. I just want to say, whatever's going on with my sisters, I love y'all. Stop fucking with your beautiful shit. Everybody's trying to be you. Stop lightening your skin. Stop taking shit out your way. Stop putting shit in your ass. Stop doing all that stuff. The black women are the most beautiful women on the planet. And they last longer than most women. You know, look at Kimberly. Kimberly is a woman in full flows of middle age. Bad as a motherfucker and cock diesel. Don't come in there with no bullshit with Kimberly walking around. Kimberly will rub on your ass and beat the fuck out you at the same time. Put that pistol on you if it get too crazy. If it get too wild. You know what I'm saying? Eat all kinds of
contraptions up in here.
Eating all kinds of Jersey Mikes and McDonald's and still don't give a fuck. Still got it. Still going in. Knowing that shit is poison. Still going in. Like she got the cure in between her legs. Nigga, I got it right here. Don't come in here wrong. That's why we doing a dating game, Kimmy. I am wild this morning. I'm gonna be in so much trouble when I get. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. But that was because of the way I started the show. My shit was crazy. I'm in here struggling. My energy's up. So I'm flowing. Where you at, Coco? What the fuck just happened? Anyway, go back to your story. So Serena Williams, I just want to say to Serena, and listen, Serena, I love you. I love Serena, first and foremost. I love everything she is as far as the best. She is the greatest tennis player in the history of the world. Yeah. And I really want to say to Serena, I want to say to Serena Williams, the greatest tennis player in the whole world. I just want to say, Serena. Serena. We love you, Serena.
That's it.
But I got one question for you in all of this thing. Who that white woman you looking for? I just want to know who that white woman you looking for. Because that's not you. It's not you. Don't be afraid of getting old. You're only in your 40s. You're beautiful. Stop fucking with your face. Stop being Sammy Sosa. Serena Williams, please stop fucking with your face. Please, okay? Please. You are beautiful. But when you fuck with your face, you look like the Planet of the Apes Beyonce. And that is true. I ain't gonna front. When you just watch the Planet of the Apes and look at that shit. Stop. If they were to make a Planet, it would be Serena Williams. I'm just saying, stop it. I'm wrong. Now I'm wrong for that. Like I did it to her.
Right.
Good morning, Coco. No, I'm wrong. I'm the bad guy for pointing shit out, right?
Good morning, darlings.
Don't fuck with my computer, monkey. Monkey, leave my computer alone because I get charged up when people fuck with my shit.
Oh my God. Good morning, babies.
Good morning.
No, good morning. Listen, I'm afraid now.
Why?
Coco's here. We just Coco.
Just in case, if you didn't think that I was enough, Coco's here this morning.
I heard you guys talking about Serena. Listen. Sometimes you could be white by osmosis. She's the only black person in the house. Don't you think she was going to change eventually? She's morphing.
Well,
you don't go back white. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. Once you go black, go back the other way.
After marrying the Wills Pills and having the Wills Pills child, she realized that she was the black sheep of the family. So guess what she did? She said, "Y'all not gonna treat me like a maid. I'm the one making money up in this house." You imagine her taking out her child and they thinking that she's the maid, she's the nanny. They're like, is that your where's the mama at? She got tired of that shit. She's like, man, fuck it. I can them a bleach up me skin, them a bleach.
Oh my God. Are you saying that you thought that they thought when they knocked on the door, they thought she was the help?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh.
She got tired. Yeah. She said, "Them a bleach. Where's that bleach? We need bleach." Yeah.
That is the only black woman that married a white guy besides Kamala Harris when they didn't need to. You know how black girls marry white guys? She had more money than the white guy and she married him.
Well, you know what? Listen, something that Common does to all the women that he dates. I don't know what he does to them. But after Common, she was like, man, I'm going to Will's Pills. I can't do this no more. I can't.
Well, I used to be on tour with Common when he was dating Erykah Badu.
Oh, that must have been strange.
That was, he was regular Common Sense, and then he lost all his sense and became Common once he started dating.
Well, I hear Erykah
not the Common Sense. I'm only fucking with you, Common.
I hear Badu has that effect on people, though.
First of all, let me shout out Nori and Drink Champ. And I want to take a second to shout them out because
for having Eric Adams on.
Well, I didn't know about Eric Adams being on, but that's funny.
Wow. He did. Yeah, they did.
Secondly, I just want to say, you guys, and shout to Haz and DJ FN, I want to thank y'all for having me because they showed me what I looked like last year around this time, and I'm very glad to be where I am today. And I think, and quite honestly, y'all might have saved my life, man. So thank y'all very much.
There you go. Give yourself some claps. There you go.
A picture. Sometimes you gotta see what you look like, and you gotta be like, wait, that's me. And when you can look at yourself and to have a look at yourself and go, who the fuck is that guy? And then you see yourself. So thank you. If without Nori and them doing that, I might not be around today. Thank you very much. Y'all really saved my life because I was on a path of drinking and craziness and limping and all kinds of shit. And because of that change in my life, I actually lost 50 pounds and I'm in a great space. So shout to Nori.
Now, I have a question behind that. Do you think if Miss Serena sees herself doing the twerking and stuff on the boardwalk looking like that, she'll kind of change back?
I hope so. Because quite honestly, this is no joke. What she represents for little black girls is everything. She is everything. She is saying if you work hard, you can get it. She come from Compton. She come from the lowest of the low in LA, you know, and her father and her sister, and they came through so much to get to where they got to get to. In all seriousness,
that's right.
I got something I want to say too after you, Lays.
Yeah, but I just think in all seriousness, I think that with all jokes aside, I think Serena Williams might want to rethink her image and what she's putting out there, and don't compete with the Kardashians and all those other people. I think she's a regal queen, a goddess, and I think a physical and specimen, and showing people that if you work hard and do what you got to do, you can be the best that you can being black. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being authentically you.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with being authentically yourself. So that's the point I'm making. I'm joking a little bit, but there is nothing wrong with being authentically yourself. So shout to Serena Williams. We want you to be the best you can be. That's all I can say.
Yeah, of course. But you know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of, you know, when black parents, you know, they move out of the hood, they get good jobs, then they move their black kids to all white schools. And then after they get out of school, you know, while they're in school, they're surrounded by people who are not like them. And then when they get out of school, they have an identity crisis because they're surrounded by people that are not like them. I think, you know,
there's no such thing as a black identity in this country. That's the point I'm making. There's no cultural understanding of black identity. We have adapted identities due to struggle. We struggle, so we adapt an identity, but there ain't no real black. There's no such thing as a black culture in this country. We come from Africa. The culture was stripped away from us, and we created a culture based on being poor. Like,
and not all of us are from Africa. Like a lot of us are from here, Turtle Island. A lot of us are from here.
Well, I believe I have a black identity. I mean, maybe because I lived in Harlem all my life. We've always embraced the culture of being black in Harlem. So it's different, I guess, regionally from where you are, where you live, and who you're around. So for people like us, Harlem people, because we're unique, we embrace everything about the history of black liberation, black struggle, black joy, you know, everything as far as music, entertainment. Harlem was the Mecca, and we've always embraced it. So for us,
the issue with that is, let me explain what and I applaud that, you know, because we are people that will make shit into sugar, right? When you think about that, right? But let me just say this to you. We juxtapose our culture based on whatever's happening in the larger white society. If the larger white society is treated a certain way, we adjust our culture to that. I'm saying to you is that pure African culture, the thousands and thousands of tribal culture in Africa, was not based on what white people did. It was based on their own growth, their own civilizations, the original music, the original writing, the original math, Mali, Timbuktu, Egypt, and all these other countries that actually created the stuff that we do now. Original Persian, where they created chess. They started using forks while everybody else was in the Middle Ages and using their hands and shit. So at the end of the day, the point I'm making is, yes, we do have a culture, but our culture is always juxtaposed on what the larger white society is doing to us. That's the point I'm making. It's not an original culture. It's just that we just adapt. And there's nothing wrong with adapting, but it's the truth. It's what we're doing. It's whatever's happening. We got to make the situation. Harlem is an example of making the best of. The whole world is against this one little people. So fuck it. We're going to go to a place where we can all be together and try to create something out of that. But that's not original culture. That's adaptive culture, which is two entirely
That's
different.
right. That's right.
Well, if I can mention, when I first moved here,
Hi, Uncle Lace, you be trying to sound smart sometimes. Shut up, Lindsay. Shut up.
When I first moved here to Washington D.C., the District of Columbia,
Yes.
I was feeling very powerful. Just coming here made me feel powerful. It was Chocolate City. It was, it's D.C. And of course, here you can find many places where they still have an African or a Native American culture there. There's plenty of places like down by the Navy Yard where they show where there were people here prior to the European coming in. So one day you guys take a trip down to the district, find out there's a lot of artifacts here about the African, about the Native, and how they were here in the district and what they did outside of the European.
Let me agree with that, but also let me say that African culture is not a monolith. It's just like saying European culture. There's so many different tribes. I watch people try to be like, I'm African. They just be wearing anything. They don't even understand. Like they be wearing dashikis. They be saying, yes, I am a rebel of everything. Like they don't even know what they wearing. Because the dashiki and all the different the languages. All the different cultures actually have specific meanings. They are as different as Italy is to Sweden in Africa.
That's correct.
Brown. Angola and Nairobi is different countries and different cultures and the different cultures. So we have to also pay attention to the fact just because we're saying it's African, it doesn't mean that it's the same thing. Africa is not a monolith. It's a bunch of different cultures.
I mean, as the natives in this country, there is not monolith. They're all different tribes. So we get it.
I think that for people like Serena, when it starts to get on the Willsville side, I think somebody should yank her ass up, take her to the African Museum, at least for as some kind of retribution, and just drill it back into her head. Like, you're black, you're black. You're black and black.
So it's 2024, by the way, Cedric. But the point is, no, we're not in the past. There was a hold on, let me help because Cedric has a show. Hi, Cedric. This is Lindsay. I know you have a show. We use something called a wraparound point. We start the point and then we wrap it around and then we bring it home. Now go ahead, Coco. Tell them about why we was talking. We got to teach him. You know what I'm saying? Tell them why we was talking about that and then get back to Serena.
Right. So said, instead of you going back to the replay, we were talking about Serena Williams and her basically, whitening up, as opposed to keeping it real, keeping it black, keeping it funky, and I made a comment.
What is the rationale for wanting to adopt white skin in this country for black people? Not being
I think she decided instead of fighting it, she should join. Since she's the only black person in the house, I'm sure she didn't want to be, treated like the help anymore. So she decided to go on the Willsville side. She crossed over.
That's funny. All right. Anyway, Seth, we helping Ted out. He's got a show.
He didn't have to do that.
Well, I mean, you knock on the door, you see a black girl on the door. Let's say she got on a scarf and maybe just a house dress, and you think she there cleaning.
A bonnet.
She owned the shit. My date. Oh yeah. Cedric always keeping me on point. I meant to type. Listen, I'm so glad I made it on today. Fuck it. With the December 9th. I know. Listen, shut up, Cedric.
What did they say?
Just distracted ass. He's got a good show. Ralph McDaniels on last week. That was great. Shut up, Ted. Anyway, so go ahead. Now that we have exhausted that point, could we go on and let's talk about Basquiat Jr. and Cuzzy Cuz. You go ahead. Do your thing.
Cuzzy Cuz, Basquiat Jr. Coco, please feel free to jump in. They are. There was a young lady. Well, at the time she wasn't a young lady. She said she was 13 years old.
Right.
And she
Mhm.
said that she was assaulted sexually by Pookie and Basquiat Jr.
Yeah.
Basquiat Jr. has
Well,
Right.
since come out and said,
go ahead. Yep.
when you talk to people, I don't know what the hell he said, but it was some sort of diss. And he was like, it's not me. I don't like 13-year-olds. So I believe Basquiat Jr. I believe him.
I do too. First of all, knowing
because he never speaks
No.
about anything. He never speaks hardly about anything. So when he
Right.
comes out and says something, and he says it in the force that he's spoken, you have to believe. Well, you don't have to.
Well, Basquiat Jr. And by the way, we use the terms Pookie, Basquiat Jr. and those things to kill the algorithm. So you know, it doesn't seem like we're talking about the actual person, but you guys get it. If you're in the know, you know who we're talking about. So Basquiat Jr. or Cuzzo, that's what we call him, Basquiat Jr. Cuzzo. He jumps right out ahead of it smartly and attacks it smartly because that he is in the middle of doing all kinds of amazing business, and he don't want that shit to come back and be something that they could use against him. And what happens is a lot of people try to use this shit in order to blackmail major artists like this. And listen, at the end of the day, there's got to be a day. We want to protect everybody, right? But at the end of the day, especially young women. Any day, why is your 13-year-old drinking in a club? First and foremost, that's the first question I got. Where'd your parents at?
Okay.
That's the first question I got. Secondly, the next question, and if she's drinking in a club, how does she know who is doing what's happening? And I, as a guy who's known this guy for a long time, doesn't seem like that will be something he would be doing publicly. He seemed to be a little sharper than that.
Yes.
He's a sharper guy than that. So you got to know him personally. First of all, he ain't running no trizzy with no Pookie. Number one, he ain't that goofy. Number one,
Yeah.
And think about 2000. He was beginning to be at the height of his career, and that started. He was popping in 2000, right? He was rocking. He was on his way up in 2000, and he was very careful about how he was in situations with people and all that other stuff. That was when the ROC was in the throes of their power. They were starting to get very powerful. So he was very careful about how he was dealing with people. And I knew him. I saw him in clubs. That wasn't the guy. The guys that do that in clubs are thirsty.
Yeah.
He wasn't a thirsty guy. And I don't think he had problems getting women back then. So
no. At that time I was around Tulays and around in that circle and I could say I don't believe it either. I don't believe it.
No, it would seem far-fetched for that to be the case, for him doing that, especially to a little ass girl.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, listen,
I'm gonna let y'all bust your guns.
I was 24 years. I was 24 years, before this age. And I'm going to tell you, ain't no 13-year-old going to stand next to me and he picked a 13-year-old.
Right.
I'm not saying, he was picking.
Well, I got to tell you the truth. Kim was a bad motherfucker back then. She still is, but back then, whoo. Kim,
come on.
Kim had a bubble.
13-year-old. 13-year-old and he got me. Come on, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, go ahead, Coco. Now you can give your.
Yeah, let me just preface this to say that this is really like it's an allegation. It's not an indictment. There's no criminal charges filed. That's number one.
Right.
Number two, the way it started was when Pookie was, incarcerated or being held, because he's not been charged yet either.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lawyer. His name is Busby. That's his last name. His name is Busby.
Same guy.
Tony Busby. He came out with a press conference about how he had a whole bunch of people. Some he had to turn away, but some, he said, the 120 that he collected with complaints had to have backup evidence. They had to have backup evidence to show that, this was something that they can prove in court, right?
Mm-hmm.
He then said that instead of bringing out the names of these people, he was going to do a settlement behind the scenes if they did not want to be, outed in the public, right? So apparently this one young woman who was 13 at the time, she filed a complaint because I believe there's a statute either in New York or in California that if a crime was committed while you were a minor, you have up until the age of 40 to file a complaint.
Wow.
So you have, yes. So apparently, because of this particular situation with Pookie, she decided that she had enough evidence to file a complaint. Now, Busby must have saw something that she had that he took her case. I'm not saying that anybody's involved. I don't want to put it out there. Allegedly. So allegedly, Pookie was the target of this particular case. Now, remember, I said that Busby was going back to people that she had named in that complaint outside of Diddy, and they were going to contact these people to see if they can settle. It looks like there was speculation that one of these people were suing Tony Busby. They had no names yet. It was going to sue Busby for extortion. So apparently, this Busby guy decided that, oh, you want to play games? Then what they did was they amended the complaint and they named Basquiat Jr. Cuzzo in the complaint. Now, Basquiat Jr. Cuzzo already knew this was coming. That's why he had the statement ready so quickly. So when they amended the complaint yesterday, he came right out with it and said, listen, I'm not giving you a dang thing. He says
he can't. It was a shakedown. Said, text me your number,
Right.
said. I'm gonna call you. Text me your number, said. It's a shakedown. But go ahead, Coco.
Right. I'm reading an article from allhiphop.com, and it says the hip hop mogul made an unfiltered public statement rejecting the allegations and refusing to be intimidated into a financial settlement. He says, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer, quote unquote, named Tony Busby, Jay-Z said in a statement. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud. You are in a very public. I want to expose you as a fraud since you are in a very public fashion. He says, so no, I will not give you one red penny.
That's right. I applaud that. I applaud that because ultimately, let me tell you why. And it's not so much about that I'm in this conversation or whatever the case may be, but first and foremost, number one, when you got 13-year-old girls going to these clubs, the parents got to take some responsibility. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
if my 13-year-old daughter first of all, my 13-year-old daughter never went to no clubs, right?
How about that?
She would never be in the club. And when she did go to a concert, her mother was with her, or I took my daughter to the concerts when she was 13, 14, 15, and 16. I took her. I mean, one time she was in the rock. I was in a rock concert where they was in the middle of the mosh pit. Niggas was jumping crazy. I had to protect her. It was crazy. But at the end of the day, I'm responsible as a father for my child. And I'm not letting my child go backstage. I'm not letting her. What the fuck? What you got a 13-year-old going backstage?
Hey, Lays, I want to throw something in there. One thing I've been paying attention to, like when the Jodeci guy, when they added his name in there, couple things, and the R. Kelly situation. So it kind of goes back to talking about R. Kelly as well. A lot of the parents seem to have been signing their children off for these entertainers to be their guardian while they were there. So I'm noticing that. So this 13-year-old girl, as well as there's another one that just came out. They're showing pictures of her right now. She used to be married to one of the black NHL players.
Yeah.
She was being transported back and forth. I say transported because they show her on pictures on airplanes and stuff like that. When they showed her drunk and sitting on Pookie's lap and stuff like that.
Arrest the parents.
Yeah. So my thing was, this girl right here sitting on Pookie's lap was 16, 17 years old. She's taking pictures of his company, of the wall. She's taking pictures sitting on his lap. So why wouldn't you see that as a shakedown because she did this 30 years ago, and
Right.
now because she's not, I don't want to say it's because, but she doesn't have custody of her child. She's divorced from this hockey player, and now she needs money because he's not giving her money. So, what's happening here? Are we not looking for the shakedown, or are we just looking for the story, the sensationalized
Well, let me
stories?
chime in. Let me chime in for a second, because everybody seems to focus on how old this girl was. You got to remember something. In the world of entertainment, you got stories like Drew Barrymore, who was sniffing coke at like 9 years old with
Yes.
grown people in a club. Brooke Shields, she was a
Yes.
very, very young girl in these clubs. This is not a new phenomenon. I don't know why people are so
No, it's not.
surprised
The
that these
entertainment
young
world.
girls are making it.
Let me say this to you, and I understand what you're saying, but that's Hollywood is different. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being in Hollywood, see, there's the music business and there's the Hollywood business. Hollywood's a different business. I was out in Hollywood, and them girls are 9, 10 years old, smoking cigarettes, doing what they doing at 9, 10 years old, trying to be actors.
They were in Club 54. They were in Studio 54 doing this stuff.
Please, they were in
Are you kidding?
Hugh Hefner's house.
Yo,
and some have had their consent of the parents. All right, let's just go with that.
That's what I mean.
So
I mean, a lot of the parents were signing over guardianship.
well, then they should go to jail. The parents.
So why aren't they? Why aren't they even being named in these suits?
who was the young girl that was adopted? White girl that was the Willsville girl that was adopted by Diddy at 13 years old. Where is she? Where
I
is
don't
she? Remember, he had the flavor sample.
I got Seth on the phone. Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on, Seth.
Seth.
Turn your radio down. Yeah, turn your radio down, Seth. But listen, Seth, this is a shakedown, right? I mean, Seth knows his business. This has been happening for years. There was a time when guys were fucking up. They would go on tour and they do stupid shit on tour because they never got girls in their neighborhoods. So they go to the tour, they got famous and went out there, started getting girls and went crazy. Ted knows this. This is very much the truth. Ted knows this.
Good morning.
Good morning, Seth.
Say good morning.
Morning.
Did y'all see Troy said
Rosie?
show was?
Go ahead, Seth. Let's say go. I can't.
Well, Rosie tried to shake me down at the MC Light video. But anyway, yeah.
Oh my God.
One of the things that this lawyer doesn't realize is that Jay-Z is too smart.
Right.
Too smart. So the fact that, like, when he first came out of the press conference, was talking about he has 120 people.
We call him
That was
Basquiat
definitely
Jr. or
a takedown.
Cuzzo. We don't call him. We don't use the real name. We say Basquiat Jr. or Cuzzo. Okay, you can use Cuzzo if Basquiat is too hard.
I'll say. No, I said BJ. I think you misheard me. I said BJ.
Did you? Hi, this is Lindsay. Did you say BJ? Lindsay, get out the conversation.
Oh Lord. Oh my God. Pause.
Trigger alert. Shut up, Lindsay. Stu, what you mean? Shut up, Maria. Get out of the conversation, Maria.
not Maria. But the thing is with BJ, one, I'm pretty sure everybody's been on P's and Q's since this happened because, of course, a lot of shit has happened.
Right.
And I think that you have to go for the top. You have to go for the top name in order to get the attention of others. Because if you name somebody like, let's say, Webster, like Emmanuel Lewis, like nobody's going to fuck. So it's like, okay, let me name somebody that's going, and he's not gonna he might be the biggest fish as far as music.
Right.
When it comes to
he's definitely the biggest fish when it comes to music.
People.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
They already got Pookie, so this is
exactly.
Another charge on Pookie it doesn't matter. But they're trying all kinds of ways to get him. So everybody is coming out of the woodworks now that had that was everybody's turned into Jaguar right now out of the blue. And I just think the brother was too smart to getting caught up doing that kind of shit. I've known him for a long time, and listen, I can't tell you I agree with everything or know everything, whatever the case may be, but I can tell you I knew the archetype. I know how the brother was. He was very sharp and always present. I couldn't see him doing that. Could you see him doing that?
No, and this is the thing, because even back then, when we were all doing well, I wasn't making as many moves as they were at the time. But anyway, as you stated with BJ, it was just a matter of now he may have been unscrupulous with his business practices, but like you said, going to the clubs, the dumbness was come from his people. As far as people doing that, I've seen artists. I know artists that have done dumb shit and continue to do dumb shit. He wasn't one of them from my recollection or from my being around when he was around. I can never, ever, say that I don't know him like that. So I don't know what he's done outside of that. There are a lot of artists I do know, and if they took me to court, then they would just have to go to jail because I've seen some shit.
Right.
But I've never, and he didn't have that reputation either. Certain people have certain reputations.
Right.
He never had that reputation.
No.
So, and another thing is that he became a billionaire for a reason.
Right.
It's not as if you don't have any dummies on top, at least in the music business.
Right.
You have unscrupulous people. You have people who will do things that will cut your throat, but they're not stupid.
Right.
And and I'm glad that he responded as quickly as he did, and basically dared them and was like, okay, you know what? If you're trying to get this, you're going to get that.
Right.
And I'm 99% sure. And the only reason why I say I'm 99% sure because I don't know anything when it comes to that.
Right.
But I'm 99% sure that this Busby character is going to look foolish because, one, like I said, I'm not even going to talk about the fact that the 13-year-old girl, because he wasn't. Now, I don't want to say it. Now, there was even a speculation back then that BJ.
Yes.
There was speculation back then, and this is Lace talking. This isn't said. This is Lace talking.
Okay.
That BJ may not have gravitated to the women at one point in time.
Right.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
That was Lace, by the way. That was Lace.
That was Lindsay actually saying. Lindsay ain't saying
specifically Lindsay.
Yeah.
So the fact that came out for this particular situation, I'm 99% sure it's not going to fly because there's too many inconsistencies, and even when it comes to reputation, like his reputation never cheated along that.
Now the Bugsy guy is the wait, hold on. The Bugsy is the attorney from Busby. He's the the Will Spells from down in Texas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So here's the problem. Will's Pills don't understand the adopted black culture of people. So anytime you try to get in thinking that you can get something, they always stumble and fall on their face. They don't know. So they'll be grasping at straws because they don't know anything about how we. If that was a black attorney, he would have known. No, we're not going to do that. He would have said immediately. We're not.
I want to.
Go ahead, Coco.
So the only issue, right, is perception, right? And in this particular case, BJ, for example, has been known to have a lot of young girls around him, whether they're his artists or not. So, it's not a stretch of the imagination.
Right.
I mean, 13 is very young, but hold on. But when we talk about 15, 16-year-olds and the association he has around them, it's particularly women. I'm just going to throw it out there because there's two sides to everything, and perception is key. Based on what we know, the history of how this person moved around young people. Not to say that these things are true, just as an associative, in our associative consciousness, we know there's a history there. Not to say that this is true, but he has been around young women.
Wait a minute. There's no more history about that than there's of anybody who's famous in the business. First of all, ain't that all the women? Everybody's hanging around the same women. It's not like it's a whole bunch. To tell you, it's not like it's a whole bunch of different women. It's all the same people that we're hanging around. Number one, and if you're famous, everybody wants to be around you when you're famous. Number two, so at the end of the day, if at the level of fame he had, of course he's going to be around a bunch of women because they want to be around him because he's famous. It's that simple. We can name that.
I know you're saying women, but we're talking about teenage girls that are 16, 17 years old. Come on.
Well,
listen,
if we're going to discuss it, we'll just say, the pretty girl with the slanted eyes, mommy with the slanted eyes, remember? And then, the Queen Bee wasn't so much around his age when he started dating her. So, according to what Coco's saying, if we think about it, then it's not a far stretch. 13
Half plus
may be
7.
a stretch, but
Half plus 7.
16 may not be a stretch.
That's Elijah Muhammad said. Half plus 7, first and foremost. But said, you understand the point I'm making. Said is in the business, you understand. And by the way, Beanie, the fact that you were in a club at 11 years old, that is criminal by itself. I just wanted to just let that out there.
That's why I said no, Beanie.
11 years old. But said, you understand this business. You know what it is. This is where you got to tell the parents to take some responsibility and stop having their kids up in the backstage, because niggas ain't checking IDs like that.
If I can mention this one more thing, because you do know I work also in the mental health industry, and a lot of the women that are in my groups, because I'm teaching adults, a lot of the women in my groups, they started earlier than 13. Why? Because their fathers molested them, their uncles, something. So at 13 years old, these little girls were already out in the street doing things with men, grown men that could care less that they were only 11, 12, 13 years old.
That's a different.
And some grown men actually, hunted these girls. Being in the street, being young. There's old men out there who actually actively court these young girls like that. They know, they watch them grow up and they court them. And when they reach a certain, level of maturity, physically, they actually move on them in the street. So it goes both ways.
Let me go to Big Said, host of My Friends Are Better Than Yours. Let me just say this to you. Said can tell you there's a culture in this business, right? And we kind of know most people, most of the women in the culture, the few people come in and out, from whatever the case may be, but we kind of know them. The people that are in the clubs, we kind of have an understanding of who they are. And for the most part, you could say some girls might have been 17, skewing it with fake IDs, whatever, 16 faking IDs, whatever the case may be. That has happened. But for the most part, people kind of know who they are. And normally the wild ones are the ones that get caught out there doing something crazy. But for the most part, that's not a practice that's every day. There are stupid people out there. Go ahead, Said. Said, you hear me? Said, you hear me? Said, you hear me?
You pay your bill?
Yeah, I pay my bills.
Okay,
I just paid it while you were on the phone. But the question. Well, no. Well, Aaliyah and Kelly is a different conversation. Totally, because and then Leah's family was in the music business. You know what I'm saying? So that's another conversation. That's an entirely separate conversation. But Seth can tell you that for the most part, we kind of know who's who, and it's a culture, a club culture, whatever. You're out on Tuesday night. Not very many. There's a couple out there, but not very many 15, 16-year-olds are out on a Tuesday night when they should be going to school, because most of our parties didn't happen on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It happened during it happened on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, stuff like that.
That is true.
Yeah. Seth can tell you. He understands the business, and he would have known. You kind of know who's who. You know what I'm saying? So that even security knows who's who. They be like, hey, get them out of there. Nobody's the security. You know how many security you got to go through to get? Even back then, you had to go through to get to a guy like that. If a security Bessie back then, you see the 12-year-old girl coming in. There would have been way more people like, no, get out of here. They was throwing girls out. Get out of here. You don't belong here. You're way too young. You couldn't even get back there to be in a personal space with a guy like that at that age. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes this whole story full of holes. Am I right or wrong, Ted? Am I saying something crazy?
No, not at all. It's correct. And the sad reality is, although I'm gonna give a little pushback to blame the parents, only because there were some kids that were slick about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, to agree with you, they need to be more responsible for their children. Yeah. Because we all know, especially coming up in the 70s, we knew the kids that we knew was going to get into trouble because we knew their parents didn't care.
That's
so like I said, my only pushback is that, sometimes these kids are slick. But my mother knows where I am right now, and I'm 56. Right. So he always made sure. And the funny thing is, and it was a lot wilder back then.
Yes.
So I don't dispute the fact that 13-year-old girl was around. But as you say, if her parents had that hold on her like he's supposed to, then you know, I mean, like I said, I believe it's a money grab. I believe it's extortion.
Definitely a money
I think
grab.
Busby got happy when he got Deshaun Watson, made all the women a lot of money for the accusation, and then he's like, you know what? Let me make this a career.
Right.
And he, you know, the Puff thing came. I mean, excuse me.
Oh, you got some stories to tell. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, and the thing is, he picked the right one because I think after this, it's going to that gravy train is probably going to stop. Actually, it hasn't even started yet. But the fact that he did a press conference to announce, like, it's like, okay, I'm letting all you people know that I'm about to come and extort y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
And it's like,
That's right. That's right.
If you're sincere in your quest, why are you holding a press conference? Just do it.
Right. Just do it.
Why are you trying to get all this money as opposed to getting the people responsible, like either in jail or to suffer?
Well, because it's a tight net, because what ends up happening, people, if they don't get outed for this, there's some other bullshit they may have done that they're going to get outed for. So he said, let me throw the net out there, and the scared ones will come. That's why the scared ones came. A lot of the scared ones went and said, yo, let me just pay out so I can get out of here. A lot of scared ones got out of the way. Because if they weren't guilty of what he was accusing them for, other people would have come out. When you turn the table over, that's when all the rats and roaches come out. I mean, that's just what it is, and that's what he's doing. That's the tactic that he's using as an attorney. He's saying, turn the shit over. The squeaky wheel will get the grease, and that's what he's trying to do. And this say that's why I applaud. I'm not going to say BJ is crazy, but I'm going to say Cuzzo. I applaud Cuzzo for doing the right thing and attacking this at the point of it coming out. Yeah. Pause. Yeah. At that point, attack it right there, because there's no way you could sit back and allow that to get any steam. Because if there is some shit that he's trying to, keep quiet, what that will do, and Seth can agree, that'll turn over other shit that you don't want to know about. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really what the situation was. And by the way, now that I look at Beanie, you was way too young to be in the club. Number one. Number two, you're not every regular person was in the club. And number three, yes, you was crazy. You and Mika, y'all was ridiculous for being in the club at 11 and 12 years old. That's just ridiculous. And there are some people that need to go to jail.
11, I was still watching Josie and the Pussycats.
Josie and the Pussycats. All right, so make sure y'all go check out who you got this week on My Friends this week, Seth.
I have a young man named Rafael Pena, the travel journalist.
Rafael Pena.
I have two others that's still up in the air right now because I just came back from a nice little deserved trip. I just came back yesterday. And I don't know if you can notice, I'm feeling kind of sick. So I'm hoping.
Me too. I just came back. I'm a little sniffles coming back to this cold ass weather, man. This shit's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that I'm well enough, because I had to cancel 2 last week because I just had to.
Well, get it together, man. We need to see that, and make sure you're healthy, and hold your hats when I get on there, because I'm gonna turn shit up when I get on. When I get on there, I'm turning it up. When my time, I'm gonna get on there and set it off out that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Looking forward to your show, Sad.
Yeah, we're looking. My friends are better than yours. My man Big said, "Yo, Seth, have a great day. Heal up. A lot of ginger and a lot of echinacea tea.
I'm drinking ginger tea as we speak.
There you go, ginger tea." Said my man Big said, "Big, my friends are better than yours."
Hey.
All right, Seth. Have a great day.
I'll be watching tomorrow, Seth.
By the way, a few more minutes before we get out of here today, because I really got to say something to Beanie for a second. Now that I think about it, and I just think it's important. It's ridiculous. I mean, first of all, before we get out of here, I just want to say one thing. Well, what do we understand today? Serena, stop doing the white woman shit. Yeah. By the way, let me just say this, Beanie, but I have to scold you for a second, because there's no goddamn way you should have been in the club at 11 years old. What the hell?
I was at Paradise Garage at 11 years old.
That makes no sense. Makes no sense.
We were much older than now. 11-year-old now. That's because you have kids and you decided to coddle them to death. We were in the hood. By the time you were 10.
No, you thought you was grown, grown ass. You thought your little fast asses was grown. Get out the clubs.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. You thought you was grown. You wasn't grown. You thought you was grown. You thought you was grown.
We were grown.
Boy,
we did.
That is true. Back in the days, we was taking a train by 9, 8 years old on the train by ourselves. I don't know what these kids nowadays.
We just did shit a lot earlier than people have decided to let their kids do shit. That's why the kids are damn dumb and go to jail so quick, because they should know shit already. They haven't experienced it already. You're supposed to experience all of that shit before your jail age.
Let's just speak for 20 emails. If your child is 11 years old, we do not condone them going to clubs, okay?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? They made that commercial just for you, Beanie. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Where's your kids? Exactly. We need that commercial back. We need that.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
All right. Well, Beanie, we're glad you made it out there. You're the only one that ain't strung out on the corner right now. You made it out.
Lays, seriously, Lays, when you think about all of the people that were in Latin Quarters, maybe you weren't asking the girls their age, but I'm telling you, most of the girls that were there, like Keisha and all, they were all like 13, 14, 15, 16. Nobody was.
Keisha was in there. That's right. That's right.
That's so sad. That is so sad to think
that
about.
Is not sad. You're the same damn age.
You're the same age. Still.
Hey, Beanie, I wasn't allowed to come outside until.
The only difference, Beanie, is now he's a parent. He's a parent to girls, so it's a different.
And forgot.
I forgot like a motherfucker. I will. My daughter 26 and I got a daughter 36 and 26, and I still will fuck a nigga up. I ain't playing. Get the fuck away from my daughter. I want grandchildren.
And you've got a son that's 40.
Yeah, that's 38.
And how old are you?
58.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Kids having kids. Kids having kids.
Old Gold Tooth was working a long time. That's all right, Beanie. Have a great day, Beanie. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh my God. And how old are you? All right, you got it. Well, let me
Go, Beanie.
His mother was of age anyway, so there you go. She was not. Thank you for everybody within the sound of my voice. On that note, we get the hell up out of here. Y'all have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. The morning emails, all you males and females. I want to thank Coco Dreams. Also, thanks beautiful Kelly Robinson, way too young to be in the club, Speedy Long, and Big Said for my friends are better than yours today. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day, everybody.